My son qualified to be a Edo Commissioner, Oshiomole. Your son qualified now, so. I invested in my children's education. I didn't want them to go through what I went through, so he is qualified. He said, what did you go through? You invested in your children's education with people's money and with state's money, Abi. You invested in their education. You didn't want them to go through what you went through. So, is education the only thing you need to be a commissioner for health? You sent him to school and he's a doctor. So because of that, he's qualified to be a commissioner for health, just like that. Or it is not because you were there before and you want to let family business to continue. That is not what you are doing. He's qualified. There are no other qualified people there. In Edo State, there are no other people that went to school and studied to be a doctor that even have more qualification than your son and could pass as minister for health in Edo State, but your son. Edo North Senator Adam Oshiomole said his son, Cyril, is qualified to occupy the office of the Commissioner of Health in South State. Oshiomole, former Edo governor, was a guest on Channels Television Politics Today program on Wednesday. In November, Oshiomole's ally, Governor Monday Okpebholo, appointed Cyril as Health Commissioner just after the new governor was sworn in. Because that is the agreement, I will help you to become the governor of Edo State, and once I do, you make my son a commissioner. You make my son a health commissioner. Simple and short. And that is what we are seeing, because it cannot only be your son that is qualified in the whole of Edo State to be a commissioner for health. Why? Why did it have to be him? There are other people there. So why does it have to be family business and your son now became the commissioner for health? It's because you've told Okpebholo that once you become the governor, make my son the commissioner for health. That is your agreement. So many other things that you would have told him that this is what and what you should do for me. This is what and what you will do for me. Once I help you become the governor of Edo State. And that is exactly what he's doing. There's nothing you want to say that will make me believe that your son is that qualified to be commissioner for health. If not that it was an agreement between you and Okpebholo that this is what you will do for my son when you become the governor. The appointment of the United States trained medical doctor, has attracted a barrage of criticism from persons who describe the act as a state capture and a reward for the senator's support for the governor's election. Yes, it is a reward. It is a reward because people will not do anything for free in this life. You, Wike, all of you will not do anything for free. You want to be controlling Okpebholo the same way Wike wants to control Port Harcourt. I know that one day, na secret go expose because people will still fight. Say you will not fight, it's a lie. You will still ask him for what he will not be able to do for you, and he'll be like, Oga, I'm not doing it again. That day is coming and we are waiting. Asked whether he endorsed the appointment of his son as commissioner, former Labour leader Oshiomole said he expressed his concerns to the governor when the appointment was announced. What was your concern? I beg you, I think you don't know. I think you don't know that you wanted to appoint your son in the first place. The lawmaker said he doesn't work under me. Maybe Governor Monday is grooming him. To be what? Very funny. When I was in Edo, I stopped him when he wanted to go for House of Reps. I said no and supported another guy, Lamba. The second time he wanted to try, I said no. This time the governor decided to pick him. He is qualified. So because the governor decided to pick him, you didn't say no. And you have been saying no to him all this while. And the governor decided that, let my son come and become commissioner. And you accepted. Now so, thank you. You see as you put mark for face now. I did express my concerns when I heard. I called him and expressed my concerns. I expressed those concerns to the governor that people might say this and that. Yes, we will say it. We will say this and that, yes, because it's not a family business. Your son will become a commissioner. You are ex-governor and senator. So why won't you complain? Those were the reasons why I stopped him from contesting elections when I was in office. But then I have to accept that in the world that we live in, you can only do so much to control your son, but not when he is already of adult age. You lie, give yourself there. But the point must be made. I invested in my children's education. I didn't want them to go through what I went through. So Dr. Cyril is not just a medical doctor from Ahmadu Bello University. He went to do postgraduate in 2 universities in the US, including Harvard and another university in Louisiana. He does something about public health. So that is has qualified him to be the health commissioner of the state. There are no other people that studied abroad in Edo State, that went to Harvard, that have masters, that have PhD, that can qualify to be commissioners of the state, apart from your son. They play. So he's not having it because he's Oshiomole. I would say he's having it in spite of being Oshiomole. We are very different, but we know that it is still an agreement between you and Okpebolo, that once you get there, once I make you the governor, you make my son the commissioner. Simple and short. Jonathan says he's having the position because of Oshiomole, because he isn't the most qualified for it. In Edo State, exactly. There are other educated people that studied abroad, or you are the only one that sent your son to school and did not want your son to suffer. You're not the only one that sent your son to school. There are other people that sent their son was even given birth and brought up abroad, went to school abroad, became a doctor, have PhD and everything, and is from Edo State, and they are more qualified than your son. So don't say that it's because your son is more qualified. It is because of the arrangement you had with Okpebolo, and that's just it. Okoluku Andy says, because you are the point man in the INEC selection of your party candidate as governor, but where were you when the budget presentation was going on and Edo people became ashamed of you and other put up for Edo to carry last? I'm telling you, that budget presentation was really a show of shame. A big show of shame. And I heard that the person that was broadcasting his live was arrested. Do you see how they bully people in this country? They bully journalists. He's doing his job. He's doing a live coverage of your budget presentation. You're not telling them to stop the presentation because you were making a flaw. If you had prepared well enough, you will not make that kind of mistake. You now arrested NTA person because of your own flaws. Like Mr. Gary said, quite qualified in a government that finds the mercy entertaining. Hey, we'll not hear the last of this Okpebolo's mistake, I beg. Kelly Solomon says, all over the world, there's no way qualification is all you need to qualify for a job. Yes, it's not only qualification. No. Character is there. Your communication skills, everything. So many things that are factors before you become, before they give you a job. Not just your qualifications. With all his qualifications, where has your son worked? What is he bringing to the health sector of Edo State? Because he's confusing himself as he's acting as a health personnel as well as an engineer. Oga, your son has zero experience. He went to school, came back ever since he has been a layabout. Those are the people that probably know their son's history, and now he's saying that he's a commissioner. David Imwantini says, this is greed. Why not join Nigeria Army? Abi is not qualified to, he's a doctor. I'll be like bicycle. I still don't agree, it is because she helped Okpebolo to become the governor. That is why you made your son the commissioner. That's just a shake now. My listeners, over to you. Leave your thoughts in the comment section. Don't forget to like, to share and subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.